I'm Kristie Hale with Impulse Design Group and the publisher of Hale, Fashionably Nerdy News. Today I'm going to talk about good facts about fashion. How did fashion start? Researchers estimate that people began wearing clothing somewhere between 100,000 and 500,000 years ago. These items were made out of animal skins, leaves, and bones, among other things. At first, the clothing was draped or tied with plant vines and other materials. Soon, needles were fashioned from bones and people began sewing leather and fur to make more complex pieces of clothing. Woven fibers were discovered as an easy alternative to the tough quality of leather. The clothing was woven using techniques learned from basket weaving. Until the sewing machine was invented during the mid-1770s, people sewed everything by hand. Then the introduction and commercialization of the sewing machine made clothing easier and cheaper to make and produce. Fashion-wise, most nations, royalty and upper class controlled fashion trends, much like today. The phrase fashion police is more than a joke. During the Middle Ages, certain fabrics were reserved for royalty. If you were seen wearing certain styles of clothing or wearing certain fabrics, you could be fined or imprisoned. In fact, one of the reasons that Paris became a hub for fashion was Louis XIV's interest in fashion. Before sewing machines and ready-to-wear clothing were sold in stores, each and every piece of clothing was custom made, with specific measures to an individual. As clothing stores came into vogue, clothing became less expensive and fashion became much more accessible. Throughout the 20th century, practically all high fashion originated in Paris. That's it today for good facts about fashion and how did fashion start. I'm Kristie Hale with Impulse Design Group and the publisher of Hale, Fashionably Nerdy News.